tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Venkat S.Somasundaram. I'm a management consulting working for PwC Consulting, Canada. My background, I'm a mechanical engineer, so I would speak logics. I'm also a Schulich MBA that gives me some appetite for business. I've got around 6 years of work experience till date.
Good. And what pleases you most in that work you've been doing?
I think what pleases me most about the work I do is the dynamic list of challenges which the business world and all the organizations face towards increasing efficiency or profit making. Whenever I look at it, I say, here we've got more opportunities to work on and try adding value to these organizations.
There's let's call it a book in the works, and it's called The World Family Feud. We know it's a mistake, still we keep doing it.
Over the past 10 years, I've been meeting people from the corporate responsibility or the sustainability world of things who've been trying to do their part in convincing businesses to be more sustainable, as it makes more sense. It's pretty common. I wanted to relate this concept of sustainability to our family values, which all of us practice day in and day out, and asked myself, why is the world, which is the biggest family, is facing a feud on resources and systems? I really wanted to find people who have similar thoughts, and hence the book.
So who's going to find this really compelling, and how's it going to be useful to them?
So I'm looking to write to people who are of my age group and who are young professionals who've been educated and who are busy focused and running their day-to-day lives. The concept of the book primarily is to increase the consciousness of individual actions for a better world, and how we tend to use solution focus as the leverage for it. We know it's bad to drive a car alone and increase the pollution here out in North America, but still we keep doing it. If I look at the Asian form of the same, we know there are thousands of people who die because of drought and water scarcity, but we still keep failing to conserve water day in and day out. So this book actually hopes to trigger some thoughts around it, because as I said, it's spring from your old friend. So it would hope to trigger some thoughts on individuals that all of us are part of this one big family called the world, and all of us need to be conscious of our individual actions, because it has impacts on our brothers and sisters and children, not for today, but for tomorrow.
A year from now, what would I be doing? What would you want people to see people doing?
I think first being conscious while we do everything. So if I'm able to drive the car and I feel conscious about it, I would tend to carpool, or I would actually take few more, I would probably take the public transit. So that's the smallest example I could say, but I think it's about increasing consciousness with people.
Increasing consciousness and taking action on many small fronts. Excellent. So what gives you grounds for optimism you will succeed?
I think one thing for sure is I'm trying to capture stories from just my life, from the people I know across the world. And when we start talking about our lives, it is more relatable. So the case study approach in this book is one which I'm very, very conscious about. And the second fact is the fact I'm talking positively about solutions instead of just cribbing about the problems. I see it as a book of looking forward. So those are the two things which makes me believe positively that it's going to succeed.
A last thought on your concept?
I can surely talk about some of the in-depth experiences people have had over the years, and it's good to learn from people. And I think the concept is primarily driven towards each of our lives and each of our consciousness of individual actions.
Individual actions. What a great note to end on. Thank you, Venkat.
Thank you so much, Alan.